Good morning. Welcome to my channel, Fishing Around Colorado Springs. Today is June 25th, 2025, and I am headed to Palmer Lake in Palmer Lake, Colorado to do some trout fishing, and maybe I'll catch something else besides trout. Well, I was looking at my old videos and I noticed that I haven't been to Palmer Lake in about a year and a half. It's been a long time and it's really one of my favorite places to go. But I'll tell you what, this summer has been a really rough start for me to get out and go fishing. Last month in May, it seemed to have rained like every single day, and life also got in the way, so I was having a hard time getting out there. But I'm hoping, since summer just started like 5 days ago, literally, I'll have a lot of chances to go out there and go fishing at some of my favorite lakes around this area. Palmer Lake is just north of Colorado Springs. It's about a 25 minute drive from downtown Colorado Springs. And you take I-25 north for just about 19-20 miles. Now I'm going to take you a little bit of an easier route than going through Monument. I'm going to head up I-25 and I'm going to get off at County Line Road. But before I do that, I do have to stop and get some worms at the local Walmart in Monument. It's a little on the cool side this morning, about 61 degrees. It's a little overcast, not too bad. I'm hoping I have a little bit of luck while at Palmer Lake. I only have maybe about 2 or 3 hours before I have to get back to the office and get some work done. Okay, here is County Line Road. It is exit 163. We're going to make a left right here on County Line Road, and Palmer Lake is just 3 miles down this road towards the mountains. You're going to want to watch your speed on this road. There are police out, and the first time I ever got a ticket in Colorado was on this road about 25 years ago. It's 35 through here. Okay, here we are right before the railroad tracks. Palmer Lake Regional Recreation Area. Okay, here we are. Let's get packed up and do some fishing. Okay, I got myself all set up here at Palmer Lake, and I'm gonna fish how I typically do. This line has 2 hooks on it. I got a worm, and I got my go-to yellow salmon eggs power bait, which always seems to work really well at Palmer Lake and at Monument. I'm gonna cast this one right out there. My other line is my Fillet bobber, and it just has worm on it. The water's going that way. If I'm standing towards the lake, towards the little town, it's going to the right, so I'm gonna throw my bobber out that way so it doesn't get tangled with this line. Man, I can't believe that it's been so long since I've been fishing here. Okay, that looks really good. Gonna tighten the line up. Perfect. Let's get this one out there and see what bites. See what line it bites on. Bobber with the worm, or the bottom fishing with the power bait and the worm. And like I always say, let's just sit back and relax and enjoy the view. Hasn't even been like 2 minutes. I got my first bite already. Let's see what I got. Maybe nothing. So it went off the power bait. I'm gonna have to get some more power bait on there. That's a good sign. Went really quick. Okay, let's get this line back out there. Man, it was bit so quickly. Took me almost by surprise. Here we go. Let's get it right back where it was. See if we can do it again and get a fish this time. Bobber's still not doing anything. That's not a big surprise. Something's nibbling at it. Let's see what happens. I can't tell if there's anything on it or not. I might have lost it already. If you don't wait and you yank, then you lose it. Yeah, it took the power bait. But if you wait too long, then it could possibly swallow that hook pretty deep, and then you have a hard time getting the hook out. So let's get some more power bait on this. Power bait's the way to go. The rods I'm using today are the Ugly Stick, Shakespeare Ugly Stick. And this is a really nice setup. I mean, if you're a first-time fisherman, I would suggest going with the Shakespeare Ugly Stick. They last a long time. They're really easy to use. And they're inexpensive. You can get them online on Amazon or any other type of big box store. I switched out my worm for some more power bait, and I'm looking for my other bobber and I don't see it. So I'm gonna cast this out and check my line, because I think there might be something on it. There it is. Let's maybe get some power bait on this one. Well, something was definitely nibbling at this worm. It's pretty much gone. Let's get some power bait on it anyway. So if you can see, the power bait comes sort of attached together. You always want to just pull it apart, because what happens is if one falls off and they're together, they'll both fall off. But if you keep them separated, then your chances of losing both aren't as likely. I'm sure something's gonna bite eventually. I'm gonna get my little string. This little green string that you see is what keeps the bobber from going different depths. I'm gonna pull it up just a little bit more. So the bobber, in theory, is supposed to hit this string and stop. So let's try that. There we go, that's nice. So I've been here for about a half an hour. I've gotten a couple little bites. Obviously, I haven't pulled anything in yet, but we still have plenty of time. Something's playing with this line. I'm just gonna let it hang for a little bit, see what happens. I just saw my bobber go down. I hope it's more than just little fish biting today. All the times I've been here at Palmer Lake, it never disappoints. So I'm really hoping today's a good day. Oh, I got one. I got one. Here we go. Seems like a pretty good one. Nice. Look at that. That is a nice trout. That is something to take home to have for lunch today. You always need to check the tip of your fishing rods so the line isn't tangled up. So I'm gonna throw the power bait back out because I'm having luck on that. But I don't want to give up on the worm. So I'm putting a worm back on this line here and see what happens. I'm really hoping to catch something off this. It's like, why not? Worms are delicious. They're alive, they're wiggly. they're good. Okay, let's give it a shot. Really glad I caught one. Here we go. Here we go. Fish number 2. Fish number 2. Not a fighter like the last one. Pretty small. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, look, the hook is right in the lip, so that's great. It's a little small, so I'm gonna throw this one back. Remember, always gotta get your hands wet. There we go. Get in there. There. Not giving up hope with this worm. I'm sure something's gonna bite off it eventually. They are. They're just taking the bait and not the hook. And I'm gonna get some power bait back on this line here. So over the weekend, Heather and I did a really great camping trip to Blue Mountain, which is right outside of 11 Mile at Lake George, Colorado. We had an amazing time. I did a where to go camping, and I did a couple cooking videos. So make sure you watch those, they're a lot of fun. No, I didn't go fishing while I was there. My wife doesn't really like fishing, and I wanted to just spend some time with her. My bobber's going down with this worm. I'm gonna keep an eye on it while I get some power bait on my other line. You know, I think the fish are just stripping the worm right off the hook. Go power bait, and the bobber is back down. Fish is on with the bobber, finally. That's great. This is another nice one. If they're biting like this, I might be able to throw this guy back as well. Oh yeah, he just fell right off the hook. I wonder if he broke the hook. I think he broke the hook. I'm gonna try to get the hook out. Well, that fish broke the line. I was able to get the hook out, but he was a little bit of a bleeder, so he's a keeper. I'm gonna take that one home and clean that one up and have it for lunch as well. You know, I think for me, the best time to go fishing here is either early in the morning or later in the day, like around dusk, which is when the fish tend to bite. I like coming during the weekdays because it's not as crowded. Weekends can be really, really crowded here and hard to fish. So let's give it a few more minutes and see if I can catch another one. Well, not something I was really expecting to catch. That's a big crawfish. It's gonna pinch me. Check that out. Let's get that back in there. Maybe this is what's been stealing my bait the whole time. Well, I've been here for a couple of hours now, and I've caught 3 fish. I'm gonna take 2 home and clean them up and eat them up. So we're gonna do that. But first, let's take a walk around Palmer Lake and check out all the amenities. I haven't done that in a long time. Palmer Lake, located just north of Colorado Springs, Colorado, sits at an elevation of 7,250 feet above sea level. The lake is about 3 square miles, and the type of species that can be caught here are rainbow trout, brown trout, salmon, brook trout, and cutthroat trout. Additionally, you can catch large and smallmouth bass. Other species like perch, catfish, and black crappie can also be found here. The one thing that I love most about this location is the train that runs throughout the day with a small town and mountains as the backdrop. One of the nice things is it has a really nice parking lot. It is diagonal parking, but there's plenty of spaces here. Right behind me is the bathroom that they keep really nice and clean. It's only really open during the summer months, but don't worry, they do have some porta-johns located around the area during the off season. Palmer Lake isn't just for fishing. They also have a park that kids love to play in, and there's a volleyball court as well. This area even has a really nice pavilion that I believe you can book, and you can have really nice family events here. Right here is the new Santa Fe Regional Trailhead. A lot of people walk, jog, take their dogs on a leash, and also bike. Besides fishing, you can also go boating here and kayaking, no motorized boats. And just when I was packing things up, a few vans showed up packed with kids and kayaks. So they're gonna have a lot of fun, and I'm getting out of here just in time. Let's go clean the fish and eat them up. Okay, I'm back at the house now, and I got myself cleaned up. I'm really hungry and I'm ready to cook this fish up. So what I have is some batter right here that I made with just a little water, flour, baking soda, and some Old Bay seasoning. I just mixed it together. Looks really great. Here's some tartar sauce. Really simple, just like 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, a teaspoon of horseradish, a little bit of white pepper, and a tablespoon of relish. And I mix that up, and that's what I'm gonna eat my fish with. Behind me at the stove, I have a pan with some oil in it. And I'm gonna do something that I've never done before, and that is fillet a fish. I've seen it done 1,000 times, but I've never done it on my own. So just like everything else I said, I'm not an expert fisherman. I'm a really good cook, but you know, it's my first time. It's gonna be like your first time. So let's get at it. I have a bowl of water right here, and that is just to rinse my hands off, and a paper towel, and I have a bowl right here to put all the guts in. So the first thing I'm gonna do, this is a very, very sharp knife, is I'm gonna peel right down the center here to get all the guts out, just like that. I am sure there's tons of different ways to fillet a fish, the right way, the wrong way. I don't believe in right ways or wrong ways or the best ways. I believe in the way that's best for you. Okay, cut that right down like that. Get all the guts out. Yummy. Okay, that is looking good. I'm gonna give my hands a quick wash. And I'm going to make an incision right behind this fin right here. And I'm going to cut down to the spine. But I'm not gonna go through the spine. Just like that. Boy, I'm a left-hander. I hate to cut away. So the thing is you're gonna wanna angle your knife down. Once you hit that spine, and you're gonna cut through the fish. Let's get this all the way cut through here. There. And I'm gonna wanna angle my knife down, and I'm gonna hear a lot of popping sounds, and the popping is the bones that I'm cutting through, but by angling it down, I'll get most of the meat, and I'm gonna use that spine as my guide. Just like that. I got pretty good for my first time, right? Pretty good. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. It's a little easier on me this way because I'm left-handed. I'm gonna just hit that spine. I'm gonna angle it down. You're gonna hear the popping. Having some issues. There.
So I got a little of the spine at the end. I can take that off right there, like that. That's good. Okay, one down. I'm just gonna do a little diagonal cut. It's important just to take your time. There, I don't feel any bones. If there's any bones left, they're gonna be really soft and they're gonna cook. They're gonna be soft and they're gonna cook soft. Now, I'm gonna wanna take the skin off. So this can be a little tricky, but the sharper the knife, the better. So I'm gonna just lay my knife down here at the end, tail. I'm gonna work my way down on an angle. Okay. That's a pretty good fillet for my first time. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut all this. I believe this is the remaining of the bones here, not the pin bones. So I got all the main bones out there. Cut the extra fat off, just like that. See if we can find these pin bones. They're just right through here. They're so small. You know, I would appreciate not having negative comments of me filleting for the first time. That can be a little discouraging. This is fun, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. So please back off on any negative comments for my first time. Appreciate it. Pretty good. Okay, those are two really nice fillets. I don't really feel many bones in there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean up the next one now. You know, I've been watching like professionals do this and they're so fast at it. It's unbelievable. Okay, there we go, four nice fillets. I'm gonna rinse these off, and then we're gonna get them into the frying pan. While the oil is heating up, I'm gonna take my paper towels and I'm gonna just dry the fish just a little bit like that. Throw it in the batter. Get that in there. When you dry off your fish, it helps the batter stick. Okay. This off to the side. Let's get our fish into the frying pan. Hopefully the pan is hot enough. Yep. So these are probably gonna cook for just about 2 or 3 minutes aside. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes for this side. I'm just gonna hit the timer off, get it flipped. Set the timer for another 3 minutes. Okay, my 3 minutes is up. Check that out. I think that looks really good. For my first time, let's get it on the plate and try it out. Okay, the moment of truth. For the first time I've ever filleted a fish. Let's just try it without the tartar sauce first. This is really good. I hate to say it, I think this is better than how I cook it whole. The crunchiness of the batter I cooked with it really hit it. There might be some little bones in here, but I hate to say it, but I think filleting this fish is the way to go besides cooking it whole like I've always done all my life. And next time around, I'm gonna try a different recipe. We'll do different seasonings and give it all a try differently. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and ring that bell for future notifications. And you have yourself a wonderful time fishing around Colorado.